Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome back to another episode of our SWE Octane Universe Mode. We are back and pretty interesting episode here after two very difficult weeks for Cody Rhodes. He has requested some mic time, which is exactly how we're going to open tonight's show. And here he is then, your Octane champion and now official new leader of Bullet Club, Mr. Cody Rhodes. Fresh off winning that fatal four-way elimination match at All or Nothing a few weeks back. And it's been a pretty difficult time for him, isn't it? Really tricky for him over the last couple of weeks because he's seen Kenny Omega, Marty Scurll and the Young Bucks all walk away from his club that he officially won, I suppose, if you look at it that way. He's now also seen AJ Styles last week bring in Karl Anderson and Doc Gallows and recreated the former version of the stable, the club, as well. And in both weeks, his guys, Gorillas of Destiny, Bad Luck Fale, have come out on losing side of matches against those guys. Be interested to see exactly what Cody's got to say here tonight. Back at All or Nothing, I walked in with nothing and I took everything. I took not only the Octane Championship, I also took the leadership of the club that I've been holding so close to my heart. Now, over the last couple of weeks, people have left this club, and a lot of people are thinking that I'm pretty annoyed, but no, I'm not annoyed. I'm happy. I'm happy that I've managed to keep the most core, valuable people from the club and managed to get rid of the dead wood. We've still got Tama Tonga, Tangaroa, one of the best tag teams in wrestling today. We've still got Bad Luck Fale, one of the best big men out there. But there's still one space available in my club. We're yet to hear from Finn Balor. So Finn, if you are back there, I would like to give out an official invitation to join our club. But the invitation only lasts so long. I want an answer by the end of the next episode from you. So Finn Balor, if you want to make history, come join us in Bullet Club. And here is our first match of the evening. It is going to be Drew McIntyre taking on the British Bulldog one-on-one. Now, of course, we saw the British Bulldog in our previous episode yesterday, challenging for the #1 contendership for the European Championship. Unsuccessful, though, against Pete Dunne, which means we are going to see Pete Dunne. I'm really looking forward to this, right? Pete Dunne versus Marty Scurll for the European Championship. That's what's coming up at our Ascension pay-per-view for you. Next Saturday, I think it is. I think it's going to be next Saturday. I have a plan to upload an extra video of Octane this week. Upload one on Wednesday, which I'm hopefully going to stick to, but I'm away next weekend, so I'm going to hopefully stick to that, but it's only depend on if I've got enough recorded to cover the next weekend as well. So, I don't know, I can't seem to catch up. It's no problem, we'll get ahead. But then again, today doesn't really help, because today I put Pokemon Go on for the first time in about a year, and I've literally played it for about 12 hours. I'm absolutely knackered. My legs are throbbing from the amount of walking I've done today. On the plus side, I caught some pretty cool stuff today. There's a special event going on at the moment. There's loads and loads and loads of really cool stuff out there, and legendaries and so forth. Didn't get any legendaries still though. But because of that, it means I've not got a chance to do anything I actually planned to do today, which is a problem. A little bit of a problem, but there you go. Don't matter. We'll get by eventually. We'll get some good stuff done, I think. Right. There's Drew McIntyre. We're not seeing much of Drew McIntyre for the last few weeks, have we really? I mean, that's exactly what he can do, and Bulldog will want to turn things around then after that loss he had last week as well. He wants to try and push himself back in the right direction for the championship, I should imagine. Of course, that big loss he just had is not going to help him out too much, but it was a difficult match. Pete Dunne, one of the top guys we have on the roster, so it was always going to be a difficult match for him, wasn't it? Let's face it. But he's done well. So here we go then. Drew McIntyre versus the British Bulldog. And of course, let's just recap on roughly what was said earlier on then by Cody Rhodes. So he sort of reacted to the loss of certain members of Bullet Club, saying that he's managed to keep the best ones around and he's very happy with the club that he's got. But he has said there is still an open opportunity for Finn Balor, who's yet to respond after the match at All or Nothing, of course. So it'd be interesting to see what his response would be, if anything. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? We've got some big matches on for you tonight as well. Then we got after this, we're going to see Evil and Bushi of LIG taking on Sheamus and Cesaro. We've got the Miz going one-on-one with Karl Anderson. I was very impressed with Karl Anderson last week in that tag team match. I decided to give him a singles match as well. Cedric Alexander versus Kushida. And our main event's an interesting one. Now, we know it's going to be Kofi Kingston the main event, but we don't know who against. We know that it's apparently AJ Styles has somebody in mind for the match, and we're not quite sure who that is going to be, but I'm sure we will find out later on this evening. Should be pretty good. Lots of cool stuff going on. Nice there by McIntyre into the pin. But yeah, I'm thinking this is going pretty well so far, this universe mode. It seems to be developing quite nicely, and I'm very interested in exactly how this story is going to go. Nice clothesline there by the British Bulldog on Drew McIntyre. Oh. Just knocking my remote control off the table. That's how excited I am for this match. Bulldog with a boot right in the face of McIntyre before bringing him back up to his feet. Now locking in that sleeper hold. Just slowing the pace of the match down, just taking a bit of a break. It's been quite a difficult match for these two guys at the moment. Both of them quite tired, I would imagine, for the... It's gone a few minutes. Especially with Bulldog wrestling yesterday on our show, like we said. Nice Boston Crab there by Drew McIntyre, but the strength in the legs there, Bulldog to just flip McIntyre through. Well, both guys just sort of grappling through each other there, just... It's a weird one, isn't it? I really thought Bulldog had the match won last week, you know. When the last episode, should I say. When he hit that that running power slam, I thought, that's it. Game, set, match. But no, it wasn't to be. McIntyre now, oh, just throwing Bulldog across the ring. Where McIntyre got that strength from, to be honest. Bulldog now sending McIntyre over his shoulders. Crash into the mat below. Now into a big German suplex by McIntyre. Bridges for the pin. Going there for a 2 count. McIntyre continues the assault, but we need to see something big from him, I think, to finish this match off. Both these guys desperate to get the win. Like I said, we've not seen much of McIntyre the last few weeks. And Bulldog is desperate for a win after that loss last week. That's a Russian leg sweep there by McIntyre now on Bulldog. But Bulldog fighting back. Such a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all the time here, isn't it? Oh, nice powerbomb there by McIntyre, now stalking the grounded Bulldog. A boot in the gut, hooks the arms in to the double arm DDT. There's the pin, and this should be enough for the 1, the 2, and the 3 count. Drew McIntyre picks up a win, and back-to-back losses in successive weeks then for the British Bulldog. And I've lost me pen. Where's me pen gone? Oh, how did it get over there? It's all the way on the other side of the room on the floor. How did that even happen? Oh, no, that didn't work. Come here. I'm too lazy to get up, so I'm trying to grab it with my toes. There we go, got it. I got it, I'm a hero. Hero amongst men. Right. So a nice pink line then for Drew McIntyre to denote the victory. So we already know a few of the matches for our Ascension pay-per-view. Then we know it's going to be Mighty Skull versus Pete Dunne for the European. We know it's going to be the Club versus the Young Bucks for the Tag Team Championships. We know it's going to be Cody Rhodes defending the championship one-on-one against Kenny Omega as well. What else do we know? We know nothing yet, do we? We don't know much else yet. I'm sure we'll find some good stuff coming up though. But a great win here then for Drew McIntyre. I'm Drew McIntyre. I apologise for the racist accent. I do. And here's our next match of the evening. It is going to be LIG's Evil and Bushi taking on Cesaro and Sheamus the Bar in a Tornado tag team match. Gone Tornado for a change. We don't normally go Tornado. Just fancied it for a change, you know. It was a bit more of a smoother match, I think, Tornado in this game as well, you know. Can be a little bit iffy sometimes, but I think Tornado always seems to work pretty well. It's just the way the game works now, and the fall into the outside when you're damaged and so forth. I think it works really, really well. Both these teams got pretty long entrances, if I remember correctly. And here they are then, Evil and Bushi. Last week we saw Bushi in his first match. Very impressive victory over Kalisto as well. I was very impressed actually over that victory. And here's a chance for them to follow up with a good win here in the tag team division as well. Maybe help LIG get to the top end of the tag team rankings and maybe get themselves a tag team championship shot in the future. But with the introduction of the Club and so forth, I think that tag team division is really stacked at the moment. It's difficult for anybody to really get themselves involved in that, I think. Yeah, both of these, I think LIG in general have done pretty well, haven't they, so far in this universe mode? They've had a few pretty decent victories. Also saw a win last week then for... Who else had a win last week? Oh, Takahashi against Almas, although that maybe had been a little bit iffy, that one maybe. With the interference once again. I thought Almas had that match won for the interference by Evil. I'm looking forward to this one though, actually. I think Bushi might be a little bit of a disadvantage with the strength of the other men in the ring. But then he's going to have a great pace advantage. I love Bushi's attire is awesome, isn't it? I don't know how they've managed to get the eyes to light up. I didn't think that was a thing you could do on this game, but evidently you can. It looks so awesome, doesn't it? He looks awesome. We've got The Miz coming up in our next match, actually. Yeah, that one-on-one against Karl Anderson. I'm looking forward to that. I've seen a bit of Karl Anderson in singles competition. He has actually really impressed me since joining WWE. I know they've not been given a huge amount of good stuff to do in the tag team. I think the best thing the club have had so far was the... What was it? The... I forgot what it was called now. That YouTube comedy series. I thought that was really good. I think that was the best thing they've done so far. So I just got the Final Fantasy music in my head there for a second, not quite sure why. And here they are, and Cesaro and Sheamus look pretty strong so far in the tag team division, as we look to try and push them even stronger. For the Cesaro. Cesaro in his strippogram attire. So, yeah. I like this tag team. I like the fact they have been given it a good old push, because I think both of them You know what? This tag team is the first time that I've really appreciated Sheamus, I think. I know it sounds stupid, but I've never really appreciated Sheamus that much. Never really been a massive fan of Sheamus, but at the moment, I'm quite happy with the work he's doing. With Cesaro as well. The two of them, I think the way the tag team was formed, I think was really good. Actually, I quite liked it. The two guys that had the feud and eventually earned each other's respect, and slowly after having some difficult times in a team together, sort of slowly started to get on a bit more, and it was pretty cool. I liked it, actually. I quite enjoyed the whole thing. As we are now underway. And at the moment, it's LIG that are having the strong start here, and going to be a pretty even match, I think, this one, you know. Like I said, I think it's a bit difficult for Bushi because the strength disadvantage is going to be under, but using his pace early on the match seems to have been working pretty well for him so far, to be honest. Cesaro just holding evil there. He just... I can't believe how he can just do that, to be honest. It's crazy, isn't it? Just the strength. And Evil's no small man, but I tell you what, Bushi's doing incredible work there over against Sheamus. Really, really good job he's doing there. Cesaro now, arm breaker on Evil. Nice there by Evil. As Bushi go for the pin on Sheamus. It's enough for a 2 count, which at this early in the match is quite a worrying thing, I think, for Sheamus. And LIG are absolutely dominating here. I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting this much of a dominant run by these guys. Oh, but Sheamus avoids the knee drop by Bushi, and that could be a big turning point in this match. Sheamus now fall away slam. And the fall away slam was quite clever because as Bushi landed, he sort of nudged Sheamus out of the way of Evil's dive. And now Sheamus and Cesaro take control of the match. Interesting. Nice backdrop there by Sheamus on Bushi. Cesaro now stalking Evil as Sheamus taking Bushi down. Cesaro rolls Evil over into the sharpshooter. Will we get a tap out? Will we get the tap? We do get the tap. And Cesaro and Sheamus, after looking like they're on the back foot for quite a chunk of this match, do come out on top. Wow. Submission victory as well. Great work here. Very, very good work. And there was Bushi's code breaker. I forgot what the word was there for a second. But eventually it was the shot. There we go. That's that fall-away slam that just gave Cesaro the slight nudge, which took him away from danger, really. Which was a really bit of fortuitous play, I think. Whether it was intended or not, I'm not 100% sure, but it was definitely very effective. And there is a strong win then for Cesaro and Sheamus. The bar set the bar here once again on Octane. Of course, they're not going to have a chance to go for the Tag Team Championships on this pay-per-view. But who knows, in the next pay-per-view, the way they're going, they might just have a very, very strong opportunity. Great win. Ooh. Great win. Okay, so next up we've got another big match then. Like I said, yeah, Karl Anderson is singles competition coming up for you right now against the Awesome One himself. The Miz. It's a me, The Miz. Wow, these guys are really milking this celebration, aren't they? I didn't realise how long their celebration was, to be honest with you. It's really going the length, isn't it? Is this like a cutscene, is it, or? I've got no idea. Was that just their celebration? Because that seemed like such a long... I don't know. Either way, good win. And here we go then, our next match of the evening. The Miz takes on Karl Anderson one-on-one. Of course, Luke Gallows will be at ringside, but what influence will he be? I'm sure that Karl Anderson will be desperate to get a win here, considering that they are going to be fighting for the Tag Team Championships in a few weeks' time. I always get confused. I always class like the next episode of next week. It just gets stuck in my head that that's the way it is. I know it's not. It just gets stuck in my head for some reason. Awesome. Good old Miz, eh? You know what? I think the Miz is another person who's really been given a lot of appreciation over the last year or two. I don't think he was ever that much well liked, to be honest, but after some of his promos on SmackDown and when the draft came, the original draft split, I say the original, when the most recent draft split came, where the two brands were split, I think it was one of the best things for The Miz, because he was really pushed up to the next level on SmackDown, and I think it was really, really good for him to get to that point in time, and I think it's he's definitely thrived, and the crowd's got behind him, and from that he's been given extra pushes, and he is what he is now. He's wrestled at WrestleMania a few times, and he is probably one of the main men in the card. It wouldn't surprise me if Miz does get a main event championship, at least challenge or match in the near future. Without the IC belt around his waist now, maybe he'll get a chance. I can't imagine he's going to get the chance against Brock Lesnar, right? But because he beat Roman Reigns to the championship, there's no reason why he couldn't get an opportunity there. I'm not saying he's going to beat Roman Reigns again, but you never know our luck. I like The Miz. Many people don't. Like I said, that little run where he was switched over and the whole bit on talking smack with the... I dare say The Miz could be one of the people that might get moved again this weekend. Because with Daniel Bryan... But then again, I don't know with Daniel Bryan as well. With Daniel Bryan facing off... no, surely Daniel Bryan will stay. I was thinking, with Daniel Bryan getting attacked by Nakamura, as well as AJ Styles, I think they might be building to a dream triple threat of Nakamura Styles, which would be absolutely insane if they did that. For a pay-per-view, maybe Backlash. I would love to see that, actually. So maybe that would save Daniel Bryan from the Superstar Shake-Up, which I'm hoping is the case, because I'm a big fan of Daniel Bryan, as everyone is. And I don't want to see him go and get lost in the fold in Raw. I don't think he's ever going to get lost in the fold now. I think he's such a big name now, and I think they've seen what happened when he made his return and how excited people were and how disappointed people were when he retired. And the thing is, I said to PJ Toby not long ago that I was gutted when Daniel Bryan originally got injured. I was a Daniel Bryan fan. I don't think I was the biggest Daniel Bryan fan. There are bigger fans out there than me. But I think that I was more gutted for the sheer fact that Daniel Bryan had retired, like roughly as all the other really, really good guys had come through from NXT, and AJ Styles had turned up, and I was sat there thinking, well, AJ Styles is not going to get a chance to wrestle Daniel Bryan now in WWE, and that really disappointed me, but evidently I was wrong, because we did get a chance to see that match. Granted, it didn't go to the end, but I think that's just building up once again to another big... Well, another big payoff, I suppose, in that triple threat match. If he can bloody pull it off, eh? If old Road Dogg can pull it off without screwing everyone over and giving us a terrible match, you know what it's like. Well, he's already given us a... I thought it was funny earlier. I saw on... I was on I was on, what was I on? I was on Twitter. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that word. I was on Twitter earlier, and somebody said to Dave Meltzer, said, why on earth are we getting Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton again? And it just made me laugh because Meltzer's response was, it's because you all booed. Yeah, it's because you all booed against Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar in the main event. Why do they even do that? Why do they keep doing that? It's stupid. Surely they must realise how little people want to see that match, yet they keep doing it. Why? Why do they keep doing it? I don't understand it. That's just the way they are. I could not believe that main event at the show as well. I really couldn't. And to think that a lot... I laughed as well. I said the same thing myself. I saw it on Twitter as well. That, of course, Nakamura eliminated Reigns from the Rumble in the final two. Yet Reigns still got to main event Mania. I'm sure that the winner of... It always used to be the winner of the Royal Rumble main events WrestleMania. That was always the way it should have been. That was always the way it was. But the last few years, I can't remember the last time they did. To be honest with you. Either way. Karl Anderson doing pretty well here, dropping a knee in the face of the Miz one. This is just the sort of momentum they would need moving forward to that match next Saturday. There we go, I got the date right for a change. At the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view called Ascension. And there's still a few open spots here and there for matches. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what does happen leading forward to the pay-per-view, as Karl Anderson now stalking the Miz into the Ace Crusher, drops him, pins him, and there it is, the 1, the 2, and the 3. Karl Anderson picks up a victory one-on-one against the Miz. Very impressive once again. The club only debuted last week. They defeated Guerrillas of Destiny last week to get themselves a tag team championship #1 contendership spot, and now Karl Anderson getting himself a singles victory as well. I think that even though Cody said earlier that he's happy with the people that he's got, and he's happy that he's managed to keep the strongest members, I don't think he's... I don't know, I feel like that, although he says that, I don't think that's right. I feel like he's lost some really, really strong members of his team, and I think that he's still got some strong members left, but I think they're a shadow of what they were, to be honest. They were incredible, and now they're just not. Now they're really, really poor. But a great win there for Karl Anderson. Singles win as well. Can't help but be happy with that, can you? And here's our next match of the evening. It is going to be Cedric Alexander taking on Kushida. A little bit of a cruiserweight classic, I suppose, if you look at it that way. With a pun there for you. Cruiserweight classic. Hey, hey, hey. Good times. So two top guys in our cruiserweight division. Be interested to see exactly how they get on here this evening. I'm not even sure who my money would be on this one, to be honest with you. It could be quite an even match, actually. I'm looking forward to this one then. Two of the top games. Top games? So I'm getting confused now. I'm getting pop-ups on my computer because I've recently reset my computer, formatted it, and it tells me my laptop, sorry, and it tells me every time someone comments on anything, and it just really confused me. I can't do two things at once, so whenever a comment comes up, I go instantly silent because I'm reading it. I know I shouldn't do. I know I should be paying attention to what I'm doing here, but it just falls a habit. I get too excited with a video when something comes through like that. I'm like, oh, I've got to read it. Whee. And then here comes Kushida. My money in this one actually would be on Kushida, to be honest. I think he's pretty good. Pretty damn good, and can be someone that we see a massive run for in this universe mode. Obviously one of the best junior heavyweights in the world. And he's hoping to prove that here to the world as well. I'm looking forward to this one. And then, of course, we've still got our main event for you. Still unsure about what the main event is going to be. We probably will find out straight after this match. Of course we will. It's main event time after this match anyway. But it'd be interesting to see what... Well, we know that Adam Cole has something planned for Kofi Kingston, so it'd be interesting to see what he has got planned. It's going to be difficult for Kofi at the moment because he's got no idea what he's doing. He's got no idea who he's facing later on tonight. Yeah, has he? Which is pretty insane, isn't it, from his point of view? Right, we are underway. Kushida in control in the early part of the match. Cedric now into that front chancery. Before... Nice bit of chain wrestling here between these two. And it is Kushida who comes out on top. Of course, Kushida does have a background of mixed martial arts. He's got a few MMA fights under his belt. And it's interesting how he can adapt that into a ring, into an SWE ring. Nice there by Kushida, who's now in control of the boots into the spine of Cedric. And then dropping his entire body weight across the arm as well. Of course, we know that he likes to try and utilize the arm bar and the Kimura lock as well. So both arm submissions, which will, if he does damage the arm like that, it's going to definitely help him out. Cedric now taking Kushida down, playing possum at the right time. Cedric now taking Kushida down, and a swinging kick right across the chest. Kushida can't be very comfortable after that. Cedric is a long way away from Kushida, and he did decide against that after being up top there for a second. I was wondering what the hell he was up to be honest. Kushida taking him down. Oh, nice shining wizard by Kushida as well. Boots right to the head. Rocked Cedric, who's down and gets caught with a lion salt. Nice little rotation mid-air as well. Kushida now dropping Cedric neck first across that top rope. Cedric able to kick out though, for receiving a drop kick right in the spine as well. Kushida now rolls Cedric through. Really wrenching at the back of Cedric, but Cedric pops free. Oh, nice back elbow. Kushida now springs off the ropes, drop kick to the side of the head. And there we go, Kushida does roll straight through, taking Cedric down into the cross armbar. Is Cedric going to tap? The damage has been done to the arm already. Seems to be holding on though. It does. Cedric able to break free. Running forearm by Kushida, and Kushida stalking Cedric once again. And this time now locking in the Kimura lock, and surely Cedric can't survive another arm submission. The damage has to have been done, and it has, and Kushida picks up the victory. Great win there by Kushida. And it was a good back and forth match, actually. I did feel, like I said at the beginning, didn't I? I felt like Kushida was going to walk away with the win anyway. But Cedric, definitely in my opinion, proved himself here, I think. Looked very, very good. But it was just one too many attacks to the arm. Like I said, with the background of Kushida in mixed martial arts and submissions, he knew exactly what he was doing. He did the damage to the right body parts and was able to take full advantage of the situation. There we go. Great win there by Kushida. And he's done pretty well so far for us in this universe mode. And I think that at some point there definitely will be a chance of him in this Junior Heavyweight Championship division. Still nothing scheduled in for that for the pay-per-view. I have to have a chat with William Regal, see what he has planned. I'm sure he has something. I'm sure he must have something planned. So AJ Styles has promised us a man for tonight's main event. Who is this going to be? He said it's going to be a bit of a blockbuster announcement. Oh! Oh! Adam Cole, baby! Look who it is. Live on Octane. Adam freaking Cole. Rocking his old Bullet Club style t-shirt as well. Very interesting. And if AJ Styles has brought him here, does that mean he's aligned with the club? Does that mean he's aligned with AJ Styles, Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson? Wow. Wow, Adam Cole live here on Octane. The stars just keep coming. Bloody hell. Just when you think this roster's stacked enough as it is, all of a sudden another big name arrives. So I understand we are going to hear from Adam Cole before the match, where he will be facing off against Kofi Kingston in tonight's main event. So somebody grab Adam Cole a mic and let's see exactly what this man has got to say. I'm sure it's going to be interesting. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. I am here. Adam Cole, baby, is live on Octane. Now, why am I here is a question that many of you may ask. Now, I'm here because I was a big member of the history of Bullet Club. I was a leader of Bullet Club. However, I was forcefully removed. And it's something that's happened in the past to AJ Styles, who was forcefully removed by Kenny Omega and the club. And I was forcefully removed by Marty Scurll, the European champion. So I'm back here. I'm aligning with AJ Styles, who understands exactly how it feels to be forced out of the club unfairly. And I'm looking for retribution. So Marty Scurll, I'm coming for you. And if you just so happen to have that European championship after Ascension, I'm going to be taking it from you as well. So Adam Cole making his arrival here in SWE Octane, and he's going to have his first match straight away here this evening against Kofi Kingston. So I think AJ Styles done fantastically well. So last week brought in the club, Gallows and Anderson, and now this week bringing in Adam Cole as well. That's AJ Styles is building a very, very strong side here in this universe mode, and I feel like he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with, this stable, isn't it? Really, Kofi's the first person to give it a try, though. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. Good times. Weird old team old New Day, aren't they? Quite entertaining. And here we go then. Adam Cole versus Kofi Kingston. Nice running neckbreaker straight off the bat there by Adam Cole on Kofi Kingston. Really showing his hand very early on. Bring Kofi back up to his feet and forearm in the face, elbow to the back of the head, and Adam Cole having a very strong start here, in for the neck breaker. Cole up on the middle rope. Taunting Kofi Kingston, asked him to get back up to his feet. Nice drop kick right in the face. Cole now bringing Kofi back up to his feet, and Kofi really struggling, getting absolutely no offense so far in this match at all. Oh, a boot in the face of Adam Cole though, just about getting some offense now. Springboard into a frog splash crossbody. Nice hurricanrana by Kofi Kingston as well. And all of a sudden Kofi got absolutely no aggression at all. Now all of a sudden he's getting quite a bit of aggression. And completely missed that knee drop. Well done. Well done, Kofi. You don't look stupid at all, my friend, honestly. Kofi, quick right hand right into the gut of Adam Cole now. Into a neck breaker. Kofi bringing Adam Cole up to one knee. Boot, and now in looking for that short DDT, but Adam Cole back up with a knee in the gut. Nice backdrop. Kofi there with the head scissors. But Adam Cole able to slide free. Into the Northern Light suplex. Cole now bringing Kofi back up to his feet. Over the top he goes. And again though, as Adam Cole trying to pin Kofi off the apron, Kofi able to catch him with that boot in the face. Kofi springs off looking for the boom drop. I'm terrible with Kofi's moveset, I must admit. It's not my strong suit. But Kofi taunting now, and Adam Cole slowly trying to get back up to his feet. Adam Cole would really want a win here in his first appearance on Octane. But Kofi has completely other ideas. Wow, what a boot in the face of Adam Cole. In for a pin. 1, 2. Oh. Wow. Kofi almost spoils the welcoming party here for Adam Cole. Kofi now slamming Cole head first into that top turnbuckle. Kofi now just DDTs the leg, jarring the ankle and the knee of Adam Cole. Bringing Cole back up to his feet now as Kofi springs him into the corner. Adam Cole taking Kofi up on his shoulder, looking for, there it is, the Yuri-Goroshi. Big knee in the spine as well. Cole bringing Kofi back up, dropping him brainbuster onto the knee. Just compressing the entire body of Kofi Kingston. Adam Cole now stalking the grounded Kingston. Ooh. Kingston fighting back. In for a Hurricanrana, straight into the corner, hooks the legs. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Kofi here desperate to spoil the welcoming party for Adam Cole. Cole fights back with that right hand now, trying to take Kofi up, but Kofi with the knee in the gut and switch back and forth. But there it is again, the spinning kick, the SOS. And I think that's going to be it, you know. Yes, Kofi Kingston spoils the arrival of Adam Cole. Wow. Kofi Kingston showing here that maybe there's a bit more to him than what we once thought. Wow. 2 of those big, I'm sure it's the SOS, isn't it? That big kick. Brainbuster to the knee as well. A lot of back and forth going on. There it was again, out of nowhere, the second SOS kick. And Kofi Kingston is victorious here in our main event of the evening. Adam Cole joins the Octane roster, joins the club. But everyone here is talking about Kofi Kingston and what is probably one of the biggest victories in his SWE career. Already one of the biggest matches. A main event of a weekly show, singles match for Kofi Kingston. It's the biggest match he's had yet in SWE. And he's come out victorious. And I don't know why that's worked out as a feud, to be honest with you. I've got no idea. So guys, that's the end of this match. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed the show as well. If you have, then please do hit a like, and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.